Culture for Seniors is proud to present Words of Wisdom, a video and podcast series in which inspiring seniors talk about different subjects. Today on the theme of laughter, Norma Murray, Olive Smith, Yvette Voisard, Heather Barry, and Alice Weir deliver touching testimonies. Draw inspiration from the wisdom.
Many incidents made me laugh, but one I remember the most is on Halloween night. But before I tell you about Halloween night, I have to tell you that my parents always welcomed anybody who needed help on the road. Back then, many years back, we still used to have horse and buggies come around, and they knew if they stopped at our home, they'd have a place to put their horse, to feed the horse, and Mom would serve them a hot meal. And they'd sleep over in the summer kitchen, we'd call it. So on Halloween night, my mother used to disguise. And, you know, because we were too far from all our neighbors, we'd never go out. They'd get us candies. And so all of a sudden, somebody knocks on the door, and we go and answer, my sister and I, and there's this old man all humped over asking for something to eat and a place to sleep and that. And, oh, wait, we'll get Mummy. But Mummy wasn't in the house. There was only Daddy. And Daddy knew that it was my mother who was in disguise. Well, when we discovered it was her, we laughed so much. It's one of those memories you can't forget, sort of.
I was down on Old Orchard Beach, and we were sitting on the beach with my two kids, my husband, and a seagull went flying by and pooped. And the poop fell between my glasses and my eye, right in between, and landed in such a way that, you know, you close your eyes instantly, but landed in such a way that I had this smear behind my lenses, not in front, not on my head, right in between. And of course, everybody in the family started laughing, you know, and after a while, you start to laugh yourself because you're yelling, I need Kleenex to clean up all that mess. So that was kind of, funny in a way,
One particular one stands out. It was Halloween, and this friend of mine had two girls, and my husband and I had two children, a little boy and a little girl, and we used to get together to take these children out. And it was, since we lived in the country, we had to drive in the car. We couldn't walk. So we got to this one place, and the kids were excited. They got out of the car with their baskets and their bags, and there were geese on the lawn. Probably 8 or 10. And really, we weren't sure if they were real or if they were artificial, but we thought they were real because we knew they had geese. And so the kids were running up and, you know, looking, and are they real? Yeah, I think they're real. No, I don't think they're real. Yes, I think they're real. Anyway, all of a sudden one got up and shook his feathers and that. Well, the kids turned and they ran, and the back door of the car was open. And the first one in fell right full length. The rest just ran right up her back and ran into the car. That was really hilarious for the two mothers, for us.
Okay, when we play cards, my husband and I, during the pandemic, of course, the cat, she lays on the table with us with her legs wide open. She's just so silly. And she chases my dog, poor old dog. He's 14 years old, and she's chasing him, trying to give him a hug.
I think my father had a very wry sense of humor. He never laughed aloud. He would just grin. And he used to tease all of us. We were 5 girls and 1 boy. And I was the oldest. And it didn't matter what it was that I said or did. He could always see a funny turn to it. And he would be quick enough to respond. And the first thing you know, all of us would be laughing. My mom, myself, and he would just sit back and give a little grin and look at you and say, aha, I caught you again. And he did that to each of us. So he was very, very good. He was able to gently poke fun at you and tell you you were funny, but you weren't. It wasn't meant to hurt you. It was meant to allow you to grow so that you learn to laugh at your own mistakes and things like that. And I think that helps people as they get older to be able to laugh at yourself.
My mom was always a very upbeat person, always looking on the bright side. And she whistled. And so in the morning, when she was making up beds, and she whistled all the time. So I thought that was very different. And, I was used to her whistling, but I thought, wow, she must be really happy if she's doing it while she's making beds. And but she was a very upbeat person and a great mom and fun to be with, always.
Many years ago, we had this actor called Red Skelton. He was a comedian. And my father used to listen to him on the radio, and then we got TVs in the country, imagine? So we used to watch Red Skelton and laugh and laugh. He was so funny. Jokes were at all levels, adults and children, so we used to watch that and have a lot of laughs, yes.
One who I enjoyed watching immensely was Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball and I Love Lucy show.
An actor that has done a lot of movies and stand-up comedy is Jim Carrey. And I find that he is really funny because he can distort his face and, he can pretend to be almost anyone. And he really is a really good comedian, actor, the whole thing, yeah. And makes people laugh, I would say, pretty much always, yeah. Laughing makes you feel great. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel, it gets rid of the stress, and it's the best medicine that you can ever have.
I feel good. I like to laugh. I don't want to be sad. It always makes me feel relaxed. And if there's something stressful, if I can just think of something, some piece of music, that makes me laugh, or a little story or something else that makes me laugh, that's good.
I've just heard of a little joke recently, and it was a turtle that was out on the road and was attacked by 2 snails. And so then a police officer came along and asked the turtle what had happened. And the turtle replied, "It all happened so fast."
It goes like this now. What do we call a bear with no teeth? A bear without teeth. Gummy bear.
Can I tell a dirty joke? A really dirty joke? 2 white horses fell in the mud.
Laughter reduces stress-related hormones such as cortisol and stimulates the production of endorphins. Generally associated with pleasure and relaxation, endorphins can also have a positive effect on the immune system. Visit wordsofwisdom.ca to share your comments and for additional videos and podcasts, because culture makes us feel good.